The first game that I'd like to talk about right now is last week's Rams versus Packers game. Now the spread, we both bet with the Green Bay Packers on that, and they hit. So congrats, we're 1-0 so far in this new format. We thought the final score was Green Bay 32, the Los Angeles Rams 18, and we thought one of the key factors was going to be Aaron Rodgers' play, and boy, was it. I mean, he was just pretty solid with a line of 23 for 36 and 296 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. And I think he eventually was the ultimate factor in this game. But other than that, Vince, what do you think about this game? What are your thoughts, and how'd you enjoy it?
It was the lock of the week. I think it was the easiest bet for us to make. There's a couple of reasons why, right? No Cooper Kupp, number one receiver for the Rams. You had Jared Goff coming off the hand issue. It was in cold weather. Now you have these reports, obviously, after the game as they lose 32-18 of Sean McVay and Jared Goff needing, quote, marriage counseling, right? Goff is now starting his first year of a 4-year, $134 million deal.
Ouch.
The issues are just piling up when you have your top 3, most paid guys. Aaron Donald, I think, is number 2. He's obviously worth it. I think 3 is either Woods or Kupp. It's one of those. And then your top is obviously Goff, and Goff is not deserving of it at all. They do have a great running back in Cam Akers, and he did play well, averaging 5 yards per carry. But Goff is just the big issue. Absolutely. So, like I said, this was a lock for us, but having someone like Aaron Rodgers on the other side going up against this Rams defense with the play calling of Matt LaFleur, having Devontae Adams, even though he's being shadowed by Ramsey, right? I mean, it was just, this was a child's play game. Rams had no business playing against this game, and obviously the score dictates that.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these stats for Goff. I can't think of a valid excuse for giving him a 4-year deal. Let's see here.
It was one of those deals that they wanted to pay before he got good. So then it would be a steal of a deal. Unfortunately, Goff never became good. So now it's a terrible deal, right? That's the issue, right? You usually only want to do that with players such as like, a Watson or I don't know, Patrick Mahomes. Not that their deals are small, because they're certainly not, but
right.
Just when you do a deal like that, you want a generational talent, not, a guy, as they call it, kind of just an executor. You want a playmaker.
Yeah, exactly.
At quarterback.
Yeah, he was selected to back-to-back Pro Bowls in 2017 and 2018 as a 23 and 24-year-old, but last year he did fall off in 2019. And I think that's when the Rams were smelling blood, and they were like, let's get this guy on the hook because he'll sign for a lot less. Unfortunately, that's not those were trailing numbers, right? You want to see, a guy kind of on the up and up, and they thought they could get a steal, and they kind of burned in the process. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate because my father-in-law, he's or stepfather-in-law, is a huge Rams fan. And, I like to root with, earn some brownie points with the stepdad and root for the Rams, but it's going to be hard to the next few years.
I think one thing too, that you look at this, and we'll talk about this as we go into the next game. Matt LaFleur is just running circles around everyone right now. Obviously, McVay was dubbed the next coming of Bill Walsh. Shanahan has been fantastic, right? But is no quarterback, and they probably outperformed with all the injuries they had. But Matt LaFleur this year with Aaron Rodgers, obviously MVP, as we talked about, has been phenomenal. There was a 4-play segment that I was watching on NFL Live, and maybe we could play that clip. But what it is, essentially, it's a formation where you're having Alan Lazard is up on the left top of the line, where you're having a tight end back on the line. So basically the job of that up wide receiver is to go block the safety in a running play. Okay. So Green Bay runs this play 3 times. in a row, and each time the safety gets closer to the line, so that block becomes harder. On the fourth, they actually shoot Alan Lazard past the safety for then what is a 50-yard touchdown pass, right? This whole aspect of setting teams up like LaFleur is doing, giving some crumbles. It's kind of like catching the mouse, right? Here's some cheese crumbles. There's the big cheese and bam, whack, you're caught. That's exactly what happened. LaFleur is at this point in time running circles around everyone when it comes to play calling. Obviously, I'll probably be hypocritical once we get to the Bucs versus Packers, because I do have probably a shock to a lot of people on my pick, but it was a hell of a game. Obviously, Rodgers playing unbelievable. And that one call, I know we talked about this offline, Josh, when they were on goal line and Devontae Adams is being chased by Ramsey across on the other side, and they're running up and down in that motion sequence, going back slow, coming back slow, and then quickly, immediately jolting by to have, say, what is a 2-yard touchdown, but him running right probably 30 or 40 yards to get it done and beat out Ramsey. I mean, just the intuitiveness and the creativity of those plays is simply unbelievable, and all credit to Matt LaFleur.
Yeah, that's how you drop a play. That was beautiful, and it was very what's the word? It was awesome, man. I mean, the defender couldn't keep up with Devontae Adams. He was just like running circles around him before the play even started. It was great. All right, so let's